Hi, this is Steve Sharp of the Science of Compassion Project. Today our question is, can we wrap our minds around the size of the string theory strings? String theorists have determined that the scale of the strings in string theory is 1.6 times 10 to the minus 33 centimeters. Very small. Let's call it 1.616 times 10 to the minus 32 millimeters. Just for our argument's sake. Let's start with 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter is the thickness of a dime. Here's a dime. Dime by the US Mint is 1.35 millimeters thick, so we'll start there. 10 to the minus 3 meters. Now, let's start it there. Let's imagine a kilometer. 10 to the plus 3 meters. Kilometer is 0.6 miles, a couple city blocks. So from a millimeter to a kilometer is a difference of 10 to the 6th power. Minus 3 to plus 3, 10 to the 6th difference between them. So if we want to use that as our starting measurement, and we want to go back to the size of the strings, which is 10 to the minus 32 millimeters, we have to do that size comparison 5+ times to get there. So if we start with a dime, a millimeter, and we go up to a half a mile, that's 1. Let's call that half a mile a millimeter now, and expand it to another half a mile. Kilometer. That's 2. And we'd have to do that 5+ times to get to the size of what the strings would be to our normal size. The size of the observable universe has been determined to be 93 billion light years. That is the same as saying 5.4 times 10 to the 26 miles, or 8.8 times 10 to the 29th millimeters. So the entire universe is 8.8 times 10 to the 29th millimeters. And the string theory is 10 to the minus 32 millimeters. So if you divide that out, we find out that if the string theorists are correct, if the string size were the size of a dime, thickness of a dime, and we looked at an actual dime, the thickness of that dime would be larger than the observable universe. 10 to the minus 32 to 10 to the plus 29, 180 times more than the size of the observable universe if a string were the thickness of a dime. I don't know about you, but that blows my mind.